Good morning. Today we are doing lesson 8.5, and we'll be learning today more about line plots.
Envelope heights. The Right Stuff, a stationery store, sells a variety of different size envelopes for business and personal correspondence. The heights and lengths of the envelopes are given in the tables below. All measurements are in inches.
All right, so we are going to be paying attention to the height of the envelopes, and we're going to make a line plot. All right, so you can see here that I already made the line plot. I labeled it envelope heights, and I labeled the bottom heights in inches, and so here's all our information. We're going to be answering questions about this information. So, the first question that we're going to be answering is, what is the largest envelope height sold? So if we look here, what is the largest that we see? Yeah, 6. So 6 would be the largest. Let's see what the smallest would be. So our smallest is right here, and it's 3 4/8. So that could also be 3 1/2. So let's go to screen 3 and fill those in. So the largest was 6 inches. The smallest was 3 1/2. Okay. And then number 3 says, which envelope height is stocked most by the Right Stuff? So let's go see which one we have the most of. It looks like right here that 3 5/8 has 3 X's. So we know that one has the most. 3 5/8. Alrighty. What is the difference between the largest and smallest heights? Alright, let's look at this. So we have 6 as our largest, and our smallest was 3 1/2. Okay. Now what do we do to find the difference for something? Yeah, we subtract them. But I can't subtract it the way it is right now. So I'm going to have to change my 6 into a number with a fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one away and turn it into 5. And then I'm going to make it 2 over 2. And then now I can subtract. So what I did was I took 1 away from my 6 and I turned it into a fraction. That way that I could subtract. So if I take 5 minus 3, I get 2. And if I take 2 over 2 minus 1 over 2, I get 1/2. So my answer would be 2 1/2. All right. Let's go to our last screen. All right. So this says,
Envelope heights. 5. In the United States, the most popular business envelope is 4 1/8 inches by 9 1/2 inches. It is called the standard number 10 envelope. A. How many of the envelopes sold at the Right Stuff have a height larger than 4 1/8 inches? Blank envelopes. B. How many of the envelopes sold have a height smaller than 4 1/8 inches? Blank envelopes. C. How much larger is the height of the number 10 envelope than the smallest one sold? Blank inch. D. How much smaller is the height of the number 10 envelope than the largest one sold? Blank inches.
all right. So how many of the envelopes sold at the Right Stuff has a height larger than 4 1/8? And then they want to know if it's smaller than 4 1/8. So let's look at those. Larger and small. Let's look and see. So larger than 4 1/8, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, let's look at the smaller than 4 1/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, only 8. 8. So let's go fill those in. Miscounted. Okay. So we have 10 here. And we have 8 here. Now our next two questions are, how much larger is the height of the number 10 envelope than the smallest one sold? So the number 10 envelope is 4 1/8. And the smallest one that we sold was 3 1/2. Okay. So we have to change this. We need to change 3 1/2 to be the same. So 1/2, what would that be? An eighth. Yeah, it would be 4/8. Okay. Because 4 is half of 8. And so, if we look here, we can't subtract. So we're going to have to change 4 1/8 into a mixed number. Okay. So, 4, what would that be? It would be 33/8 minus 28/8. And if we subtract those, we would get 5/8. Now the next one is, how much smaller is the height of the number 10 envelope than the largest one sold? So the largest one was 6, so we're going to take 6 minus 4 1/8. And we are going to do the same thing right here, like we have been before. So it's going to be 5 8/8 minus 4 1/8. And if I take 5 minus 4, I get 1. And if I take 8/8 minus 1/8, I get 7/8. So I have 1 7/8. All right, thank you guys so much for learning with me today.